Yes. Hi guys, good afternoon. It's afternoon. Good afternoon, y'all. Welcome. Thank you guys for tuning into the Pink Room. I have the most awesome, strong, just unique guest today. We got Evelyn on the house.
Hi. My name's Evelyn. You guys can call me Ev, Eve, whatever, Evie. That's cool.
I like Eve.
Eve, okay.
You're like, okay. But most importantly, start off, where do you come from?
Originated out of Norwalk, California. Ended up in Fullerton, California. So that's where home is.
Fullerton.
Yes.
Dude, downtown Fullerton.
If you know about Fullerton, you know.
Going over, you motherfuckers. Don't be getting no ideas. None of that. 21 and over.
21 and over.
Jesus.
Speaking of, I just turned 21, so hey, I can
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Did you go to DTF for your
no, not yet, actually. That's what I'm trying to do tonight. Dang. Yeah, it's Saturday, you know, why not?
Yo, you're gonna have so much fucking fun.
People got paid, people got laid, like,
it's two of the best.
Time to just let the good times roll.
What, you being a Virgo, September baby.
Virgo, greatest of all time.
I saw that shit on your Instagram, which we will put down our social medias in so you guys can follow each other. But what is that, the Virgo? What is that?
Okay, so like, for me, it's like, yeah, you know, you might be a Virgo, because to me, Virgos are very up there, because I know so many.
Beyonce.
Come on now. That's a Virgo, greatest of all time. You cannot argue
Damn.
that. So when I say Virgo, I don't call everyone a Virgo. Like, you really need to be able to have that drive where I see potential in you, and you know you see it in yourself, for me to be able to give you that name, which is a Virgo. If you're a Virgo, you're a Virgo. You're a good human being. I don't take anything from you. But if you're a Virgo, you're meant for greatness.
You're meant for greatness, honey. Sugar plum. One thing I gotta say though, you as yourself, just thank you for coming in.
Of course.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for fucking with me.
Thank you so much. But one thing I want to say, you as yourself, what are your hobbies? What do you do? The audience wants to know.
Okay, well, I take pictures. I do like photo shoots, but I'd rather not. I do more of that, like, let me capture the moment so that you can take that moment with you for the rest of your life. So I do more candid shots. I draw, I paint. What else do I do? I've been in a couple of art shows, nothing crazy. And I'm trying to get into apparel, like clothing and designing and so on and so forth. But it all starts with working with your hands, and nothing in life is easy. So we're just taking it one day at a time, and hopefully, the creativeness will, shine through me, and, you guys will be able to see that.
That's beautiful. That was perfect. Thank you. I'm like, that was perfect. Thank you. You as yourself in photography, how long have you been doing that?
Oh man, I've been doing photography since I was a kid. Like, on and off, of course, because, being from the struggle, I couldn't always afford a camera. But I think I got, like, my real start. I was maybe about in the 6th grade. I was 12 years old, and I just got back to Fullerton after like a rough patch, and it was great because I remember I had a teacher who,
I'm like, yeah, talk about that.
I had a teacher who was very like lenient. He was super lax. His name was Mr. Mecca. Mr. Mecca was this older teacher who saw that the girls weren't necessarily nice to me, and he saw that I was very like, well, I don't care if they're not nice to me, then I don't care for it.
Independent.
Yeah,
your own way, your own self.
Of course. So what happened is that one day I saw he had cameras. He had not just one, not two, but he had 3 cameras. The little square ones before like we really got into the digital age, when those were like the advanced cameras.
I think I do. I'm like, I think I do.
Like when the cool pixels were still the shit, And I remember I walked up to his desk and I was like, hey man, that's a cool camera. Can I go take some pictures? And he looked at me and he goes, Miss Batista, you haven't turned in your homework in 3 days. And I said, but can I go take pictures? Believe it or not, he let me. He's like, here, you take a camera. He let me cut math, which is cool as fuck because I suck at math. I'm not good with numbers, but I like money. When it comes to money, I can count. If it's not about money, I can't count.
It's like as you get older, dude, numbers, they just fucking calm, bro. Like, you got the numbers, you deal with them. Even though you don't want to do the math, you just gotta fucking do the math. Right. Oh my god. But trust me, it gets easier as you get older. It gets easier, you become more used to it, you grow more at it, but fuck, I feel you, girl. I fucking hate math, but carry on.
But yeah, Mr. Mecca, you know, then let me go out and I took some pictures of, you know, just the school, like the students, the teachers.
Shout out to Mr. Mecca.
And that's how it started, you know, and I came back and he looked through the camera and the pictures I had taken and he said, these are good. And he started allowing me like twice, 3 times a week to go out and take pictures. And it was wonderful because I was able to, you know, explore that and like expand my horizons. And, you know, now I was having fun doing it. Like at first it was a gimmick to get out of class, and then it was like I really like doing this. I like the way that I make people feel when I take a picture of them, you know. And believe it or not, that same year I was able to put together a whole yearbook. So all the pictures in the yearbook, that was all me. Like I did it on like what was it?
Dope.
I forgot what software. Oh, I used Adobe for some, and then I used Microsoft Office too. Like, it was cool, man. You know, that's where I got my start, and ever since then, it was like, I like pictures.
That's so amazing.
It was a start.
Like to be able to capture those moments of time, to have an eye for the vision,
Of course.
you know, and to just have that creativity and have that gift is uniquely qualified for you, and that's
For sure.
that's amazing, girl. Oh my
Thank
god, that's so amazing. But you yourself, and from a young child and really developing that skill set, and now you as an adult, what inspires you now to take photos? What feeds that?
Everyday life. Like, I know, you know, we're so busy in the hustle and bustle of like, you know, the new age and, you know, let's do this, let's do that, that we miss moments. Let's be honest with ourselves. You miss all kinds of moments. Like, you know, you might not see it as a big deal when your mom calls you to say, hey, like we're having a get together. Why don't you slide through? And you're like, no, you know, maybe not this time, maybe next time. What if that's the only time you get? You know, you have to take advantage of every single moment because you never know when that moment can be taken from you. And that's why pictures are my thing, because people can forget what you said, people can forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And if you have that printed in pictures, every time you go back and you look at a certain picture, you know exactly how it makes you feel, whether it be good, whether it be bad, whether it be happy or sad. You know how it made you feel, and only you know why it matters to you. And you don't have to share that with anyone because that's for you.
Sorry, I'm speechless. Yo, I'm like so speechless. Yes, like that is so real, and I don't know, man. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. I feel like for even myself, I'm barely trying to get a gif of photography, but I mean, that's just so inspiring, and it really motivates me, and it motivates others that are trying to gain that skill, and just continue at it. Continue, keep practicing, keep growing, keep feeding that, keep watering that, because that's really, really gonna help build your garden of knowledge and your garden of your skill sets. That's crazy. But even you now as an adult, what did you want to be as a child? When you
knew what I wanted to be, people would just tell me, you'd be good at this, you should try it. I've been told that I'd be good for politics. I've been told that I'd be good in a courtroom because I know the ins and the outs, this side and that side. However, I don't think I've ever really had something where I was like, yes, this is what I want to do. I'm dead set. This is who I aspire to become.
Because life just keeps changing. Like, there's so much more to see. Your brain keeps developing.
Not only that, but, you know, life happens to all of us. Let's be real. Life happens to all of us. And every time life does happen to us, we have what is known as a shift. You might not want to acknowledge it in that moment in time, but you do shift. Your energy, your character, your beliefs.
How do you handle stress? How do you deal with when life is crazy and when life, you know, shakes you up? How do you catch your ground?
I don't. I try. I'm human. Come on. I'm probably one of the most sensitive people that have ever walked the face of the earth, and that's just being honest. I know if you know me personally, if you really know me personally, you know that for a fact I am softer than peaches. Like peaches on a hot Georgia day, softer. But To those, you just assume that I'm rough around the edges, but life happens, you know. I cry. I deal with it. I fall. I pick myself up. I dust myself off. I have friends, granted, you know, that I'm super thankful for, you know, like you, that I'm able to talk to and share my experiences with somebody, you know, friends who understand, you know, and I'm not saying like you completely understand, but you know that feeling that I feel because you felt it too, whether it was in the same situation, a similar one, or a different one. We share that same feeling, and I like to say my soul recognizes yours. And it does.
Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that. What brings you up? What lifts you up? What brightens your day?
I just like being a good person. I like knowing that me being a decent human being is able to bring somebody else some form of happiness, because I don't know what the next human being is going through. I just know that, hey man, me being able to say, you know, have a good day, crack a joke, you know, give you directions to where you need to be, anything small, that kind of stuff brings me happiness. Because like I said, the world is so weird, and in this new age everyone thinks that you need to be mean, and you don't have to be. There's so many mean people in the world. I just,
my face, I'm like, yes, I'm like, yes, there is. Fuck.
Just being the good human being.
But we're your friends, okay, guys? We're your friends. We are your friends. We are your friends.
Always. It's just being a good human being to myself, to others. You know, taking those into consideration. Like I always say, as long as I feel like I'm a good human being, then I did the best that I could, regardless of whether I'm a dish digger or a high-end fashion designer. As long as my heart is pure, my intentions are pure, and I don't have no ill intent upon the next person, then I'm happy.
You as a photographer and you being a creative, what really opens up your eyes on new ideas for photography?
Oh man, my friends do, actually. Every time I see my friends, my circle. And every time I see my friends, because my friends are creatives too, obviously. So whenever I see my friends do what they do, it makes me happy. I don't want to say it's competition, because it's not, because we're all headed to the same place, but it's like
you're on your own path. You're on your own
exactly.
lane. No one's better than you, and you're not better than no one else. Like, you're on your own lane, own path, own time.
Exactly, but I don't know what's another word for competition without like the competitiveness.
Right. It's like
you light a fire under my ass because I see how hard you're working, and that lights
inspires you.
There
instead.
you go.
Like change the energy. That's
all my friends inspire me to keep being me, and even enhance me and be a better me every day. Like, I have friends who do eyelashes, I have friends who do nails, I have friends who do
makeup,
podcast makeup, I have friends who do hair, I have friends who do shirts, who do sound engineering. Every single time I catch them in their moment and my camera's there, I'm taking pictures, whether they like it or not, you know? And sometimes those are some of the best pictures. Yeah.
I love that.
It's my friends. I love watching my friends do their thing, because it inspires me to do mine, you know? Like,
that's the realest shit ever, girl.
Yeah.
And even, you know, you as yourself, like, learning from your friends and learning from your circle, what is one thing that you would lead the audience on their path to success?
You're you in your own righteousness, and no one can ever take that from you. So it doesn't matter what Susie, Sally, Harry, and Mary are doing. What you need to focus on is where you want to be, because I promise you, unless the end game is the same, partnerships, unless your end game is the same, it's not going to work. So if you feel like you and your friends are headed towards the same end game, but you guys all want to take different routes, that's wonderful. Applaud them, you know, encourage them, nurture that. But if not, then, you know, what's the point of you feeling inferior to someone who's supposed to be your friend, your peer, an inspiration to you?
Right.
It doesn't make any sense. And if you feel like, you know, at one point you are starting, you know, to become jealous or, you know, envious of, you know,
any negative trait.
Of course.
Like, the moment you start feeling that,
you need to really reevaluate yourself, because I promise you, your friends want to see you do great things. So there's no reason for you to feel in competition with anyone. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday.
boom, bitch. Yes, that was so good. I really appreciate y'all, and do not worry, I will put in all the social medias down below so you guys can follow us and stay in touch. I had the beautiful guest,
Thank
Evelyn,
you.
known as Eve, known as Evie. I will put her social media down there as well, so that way you guys can inspire each other and follow up with one another. But thank you guys so much, and we will see you soon.
Bye.